everyone, welcome back. It's me, Erin. I just wanted to welcome you to another video, and I'm going to be doing this look. Well, I'm not going to be doing the whole look, but if you watched my video before, which will be a contour and highlight video, then this look will actually just be on the eyes, and then I finish up the lips. My brows are already done and all of that, so it is literally just on the eyes. I thought I'd do something a little bit dramatic with rhinestones, a little bit out there, but so I don't know where you would wear this. You could wear this out to a club, you could wear it for New Year's, you could wear it for your birthday. If you're really dramatic and didn't want to be classy, you could wear it for a wedding. I mean, whatever floats your boat. You could wear this to the grocery store for all I know. It's whatever you'd like. I am actually trying out the Dose of Colors Marvelous Mauves palette and using the Sigma Ultimate Copper Eye brush set. I'm using some of the brushes from there. I'm trying this out. Other than that, I just really wanted to try something different and have fun. I hope you guys enjoy it. And again, if you haven't yet, I hope you subscribe, leave any comments or questions below, and if you want to get alerts on whenever new videos come out, then hit that alert button. Other than that, let's go ahead and get into the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you next time. Alright, so I already have this eye done, and it's not perfect, but this is my first time doing it this way, so I think it's pretty good so far. We're going to go ahead and do this eye, but this of course is the look that we're going to do. I am going to be using the Dose of Colors palette in the Marvelous Mauves. It is an amazing palette. It's beginner friendly. I mean, you can create a lot of looks with this. And then I'm going to be using some of the brushes out of the Ultimate Copper Eye brush set from Sigma. I'm going to start with priming my eyes, what I'm going to do. I'm just going to use the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. I'm going to put some of that underneath as well. And I'm going to blend this out. Then I'm going to go in with just a translucent setting powder and set that. I'm going to go from lash line all the way to the brow. Alright, let's go ahead and start this. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the Sigma E40 brush. It's the tapered blending brush. And the first color I'm going to go ahead and put down is going to be this color right here. And that is going to be the color Rosy. So I'm just going to pick that up. Now there is a lot of kick up, as you can see. I noticed that on this side there wasn't any fallout. So I'm just going to take that and I am just going to tap that off. We're going to come in. We're going to put this as a transition shade and going to build that up until we get to the pigmentation that you like. As long as you tap off your brush, you should be good and you won't get too much fallout. And I'm using both circular motions and windshield wiper. And you don't have to be too worried if it gets down in the lid area because we're going to put a darker color anyway. I'm going to go into the next shade, and the next brush I'm going to go a little bit darker, and I'm going to go to a little bit smaller of a brush. Now I'm going to go to the Sigma E35, and I'm going to come into this color, which is Wishy Washy. That's one thing I hate is wishy-washy people. That was too much information. Anyway, so we're going to come into Wishy Washy, and we're going to go back in the crease, but we're going to go a little bit lower. We're going to come right in here. Just going to go in there, and again, you're just going to lightly build up to that pigmentation. So this is actually a really simple look, but it's really pretty. And then once I'm done with that, I'm going to go back into the E40, and I'm just going to reblend. I want to make sure that there are no harsh lines. I'm going to go one step further. I'm going to go into another smaller brush. It's going to be the E25, and I'm going to come into this color right here. And that color is called Spaced Out. Just pick that up. Again, tap it off. And we're going to go just a little bit closer down in the crease. So we're going to blend this out. And we're going to work this in the crease because this color is actually going to go on the lid. So I just want to get it in the crease first so that way when I blend out, I don't have a harsh line before I pack it on. Once you get that to where you like it, I'm going to go back to the E35 with no more product on there. And I'm just going to reblend the crease. I'm going to go one more time back to the E40 and go over that again. So I'm going to go back to this brush that I was using, the E25, but pick up a little bit more of that kind of on the flat side and tap off again, and I'm going to pack this onto the lid. And just kind of get it all over the lid. Once you have it there, it should look something like that. Okay, and then I'm going to pick up the very, very last color, which is the color Wine Stain, which is going to be this color right here. And that we're going to pack all over the lid. And I'm using the E55, the eye shading brush from Sigma as well in that same kit. We're going to tap that off, and then we're just going to go and pack this all the way from the lash line up into the crease. I'm starting with the lash line, and I'm kind of working my way up. I'm not pressing too hard. I'm just kind of, you know, getting the color all the way over. And as much kick up as this palette has, it's really nice that there's not a ton of fallout. Although, me personally, fallout doesn't necessarily bother me. I typically do my face after I do my eyes, but I don't know. Since I filmed another video at the same time, that's why I kind of ended up doing it this way. So it's not ruining my makeup. That's important. So just get that all over and just get it to the pigmentation that you want it to be. Then I'm going to go back to the E25 again. No extra product, but I just want to blend out, you know, I want to blend over it and make sure it is all even. Make sure they're nice and even. And then I'm going to go back again to the E35, no product, and then go back to the E40, and again, just blend out. Now, I'm going to go ahead and come into this color, and I'm going to take the E40 again. I'm just going to pick some of that up, tap that off, and we're actually going to use this as a brow bone. I'm not going to do anything too crazy, but you see how it's kind of pink, like really, really pink, and then you have my brow bone, which looks really stark. So I just want to blend that out and tone it down a little bit. So I'm just going to put this right where that is, and go underneath here and just kind of blend that out. And eventually it'll just tone it down a little bit. So you should have something like that when it all comes down to it. Now that we have that done, as you can see, that was super easy. You could obviously stop right here, go ahead and start working the bottom lash line and call it a day. But I want to take it up just a little bit more of a notch. You're going to need an angle brush or whatever brush you use to get your liner going. I used a different product on this side, but I'm actually going to go in with the Makeup Forever Aqua XL color paint, and I'm going to go in with the white. This is the color number M16. So it looks like that, and that is the product. So I'm just going to squeeze a little bit of that, well, a lot of bit of that. I just put that on my empty palette right there. And I'm going to take this Smith 203 brush, and I'm just going to pick a little bit of that up. Not much, because I'm going to use this to cut out my wing. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of map out my wings, just kind of look. And it's not the mirror. It helps when I use this mirror. So I'm just going to use it to kind of map this out. Whew, wings take so much concentration. That is about as good as I'm going to get that. It's not going to be perfect just because I am going to be doing rhinestones on top, but that is pretty good. Now I've got my rhinestones, and I just got these from Michaels. They're the Swarovski little ones, and as you can see, they are kind of iridescent. So I just chose those. They really would go with any color look if you did a neutral, but since they had kind of that bluish purple tint, they'd be really pretty with this eyeshadow look. Best tip, because it took me forever to do this eye, use tweezers and then use a tiny bit of lash glue, the House of Lashes lash glue. Alright, no method to my madness. I'm just gonna go ahead and dot this. I'm gonna try something a little bit different this time. I'm gonna go ahead and put a dot down and see if this helps. Let's start with 2. I would also advise probably getting, if you're going to do this, get a couple of different sizes. I only have this one size rhinestone, and so if I would have smaller ones, I would be able to make the wing a little bit more exact. Otherwise, work with what you have. So that's the basis of the line. We're just going to keep on going. little tip to remember is that if you are going to be wearing lashes, you don't want to put the rhinestones directly right on top of your lash line because you need your lashes to sit in between the rhinestone and your lashes. So just kind of remember that when you're placing them. So now that we have that done and we have our rhinestones, that is that side and that side. This side I think looks a little bit better, and we have glue somehow on my face. Alright, so now that we have the rhinestone done, you're going to go ahead and apply your mascara and your lashes. I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera and I'll be right back. So now that we have the lash on, I forgot to tell you what lashes I did go ahead and use, but I went in and I went ahead and I used the Tamana Lash by Flutter Lashes. They're just really wispy and fluttery. That's the kind of lash that I like. I don't usually like anything like too heavy or anything, but I really love this lash. It's one of my favorite lashes. Now that we have that done, we're going to go ahead and finish the under eye, because without that, it's not going to look right. First of all, what I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put down a black liner in the waterline. I'm just using a little baby one from Marc Jacobs. It's the highliner in Blacker. So we're just going to get that in there and wait till my eyes stop crying because they're babies. And then I'm going to go in with a relatively a small brush, not anything too big. I'm going to go in with this brush. It is a Real Techniques brush. This is the, oh Lord, this is a smudge brush. I'm going to go back into the Marvelous Mauves palette. Basically going to kind of mimic what I did on the top. And I'm going to do that on the bottom. We're going to smudge out the bottom lash line. And I'm not worried about going down too low. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to take that same color and I'm going to go a little bit darker. And then I'm going to grab another pencil brush. This is the pencil brush. This is the E30. I'm going to go in with this darker shade. I'm going to go in with Spaced Out. Grab that on the tip. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to go pretty close to the lash line with this. I'm actually going to go back in with that black liner. This sets pretty fast. So I just want to get a little bit of it down here, and then I want to blend that out before it sets. Just want to smoke it out a little bit. I'm going to come in with a little bit bigger brush. I'm going to go in with the E25 and pick that up. I'm really going to go in and smoke that out. My brush isn't doing it for me. And don't be afraid to take it down really low. I kind of like my shadow pretty low. I'm not necessarily worried about that. I am worried about my eyes watering though. Anything too low, I can go ahead and clean that up, but not too worried about it. So I'm going to go back in on the other side as well. I'm going to add in a little bit more. You should have something like that, and it ends up being pretty dark. Now that that is done, you have your under eyes done and smoked out and everything. We're going to go ahead and just bring a little bit of lightness. Since the eye is basically completely matte, except for, of course, the rhinestones, we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of shimmer. So I'm going to go ahead and take my highlight. If you paid attention in my contouring highlighting video, that'll be before this, then, and I will link that below to this video as well. I'm just going to go ahead and take my highlight, and I'm going to take Forever Young, because it is a little, I guess you could say, mauve-y. Good one, Erin. It's not even close to mauve. So I'm just going to pick up a little bit of this, and I'm going to pick that up on a MAC 239 brush, and I'm just going to highlight the inner corner. So we're just going to put that right in here. just to bring a little bit of lightness. Right, so just right in the inner tear duct. You can see it just brings a little focus to the inner part of the eye. So I'm going to go ahead and just finish up, brighten up my highlight a little bit. I'm just going to add in my Fix Plus. Let me just blend over my whole face. Now that that is done, let's go ahead and finish up on the lip. So I have a couple different options. I wasn't sure what option to choose. Kind of needed something. So let's see. What can I come up with? That looks kind of good. I picked up a color from Dose of Colors too that I kind of wanted to try. Truffle. Let's see how this works. I'm going to go ahead and use Whirl as my liner. And then the color Truffle from Dose of Colors. Let's see how this goes. I think we're gonna try. Alright, so I did go ahead and change the lip. I didn't, Truffle, it was like too warm and I felt it was kind of clashing a little bit with this look. So I went ahead and I actually chose to go, I did keep lining them with Whirl, but I went ahead and I chose the color Citronade Rose by Jouer. It's a really, really pretty color. So it's kind of ending up being kind of, I guess you could say, if I keep saying the word kind of, I'm going to drive myself crazy. It ended up being a monochromatic look, but I really, really like how it turned out, and I hope you guys did too. I know this was pretty fast. Maybe it's not fast, depending on how I edited. But anyway, I hope you like this eye and this lip look. If you want to know how I did my face, then it actually will be in the video before, like I mentioned, in a contour and highlight video, including creams and powders. And I used a little bit of a different technique than the normal one that you see. Just trying out something new that I've noticed has been working for me lately. Other than that, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you happen to have any questions or comments, leave those below. Please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe. If you want to be able to get alerts whenever I upload any new videos, then go ahead and hit that alert button next to the subscribe. I don't have much else to say, but I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Talk to you later. Bye.